Hey Stampers, it's the Pampered Stamper, and I promised you days ago that I would show you how to use the buffalo check. I think it's called buffalo check. Yeah, the buffalo check background stamp to make a really cool background, nice plaid, since I am mad about plaid. This card idea I have cased from Lori Heiling, and I did change it up a little bit. She used plaid paper, and I did something different with the tree, but the layout is hers, and it's awesome. Okay, so we take the buffalo. We're going to use the Stamparatus, and I shouldn't have this ruler here. And you just lay it on here, and you want it away from the hinge a little bit. And yeah, it looks pretty straight on there. Okay, there we go. And you'll notice that I didn't have the sticker, and then you can check on here to see that it's pretty straight. It looks good. So the other thing is to make sure that your piece of paper is bigger than your background stamp. And it is. So I like to have it tight in the corner, and now I have room for my magnet. See, when you use a big background stamp, you want room for your magnet. I'm going off a wee little bit on this edge, but that's okay because the buffalo plaid is bigger than a card front. And then tuck a stamp set underneath to make it nice and flat. And I'm going to use soft suede. There we go. I've kind of gouged mine. See that? When I first got these stamps, the new ink pads, I was a little over eager and I got my nails on it. So once you get used to them though, they really are amazing. I see a little something on my, there. Okay. So the nice thing about the Stamparatus is that if it's not perfect the first time, you can go again. So just apply nice even pressure everywhere. And look at that. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? It's not perfectly straight, but that's okay because I'm going to trim it up for what I need. So now we'll just take it off, move the Stamparatus, and the next thing that you're going to need is a ruler. And I did have a cherry cobbler marker. Oh, here it is. It's all ready to go. So now, I suppose my original idea was just to line it up with my grid paper, but I'm just going to eyeball it because that's the way I roll. So you just take your ruler, and in the middle of that lighter plaid, you're going to take your broad tip. Let's see. It tells you there's a broad tip and a narrow tip on your marker. Okay? And now I'm just going to make a stripe. And then move down and do another one. And you'll notice that I start off the edge a little bit. Oh, that's a bit crooked. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. If you're a perfectionist, you're going to want to tack this down. You're going to want to line it up on your grid paper. And in fact, you might not want to do this at all. Okay? Stamping is not supposed to bring more stress to your life. So you need to do the things that make you happy. And if there's a technique that doesn't make you happy, then I say, don't do it. Okay, this one might be a little funky. All right, and then you turn it around and go the other way. And I mean, you can switch it up with different colors, but I thought I would go close to what I did on my card. And I like it. But you see, I'm not going to walk. See, this one's a little bit crooked. Big deal. When people get your card, they do not look at it and hold it this way and that way. They're not doing an autopsy on your card to see where you've messed up. Okay? They are looking at that beautiful creation and going, wow, this person put a lot of time into showing me some love. Okay? So take it easy and be nice to yourself. All right, I might as well finish since I'm this close. And then you'll get the full picture. I hope that you're having a good day. I am having a great day. Okay. Just got a lot of cards down for hospice. So see how nice that looks? Yeah, I'm really happy. So now I'm going to show you. I trimmed it down for the size that I needed on my card. I used this beautiful twine on my card. It's so nice. It's very soft. It's called Festive Farmhouse Cotton Twine. I love it. Let's take a look at the card again. Now you'll notice that with the truck comes from Farmhouse Christmas, and that tree is a lot different than my tree. So what did I do? The truck is also different. Well, I cut off this tree, and then I colored my truck, and then I used the tree from, here we go, this tree from Rooted in Nature. And I could just, so that way you've got a little bit of dimension. And I loved it. And now I could use the 'Tis the Season, which came from the new Itty Bitty greeting stamp set. And I've consolidated them into one stamp, but there's like two, it comes in two cases. That's how many greetings there are in there. So that's pretty awesome. The other thing I used was this folder, which is called Corrugated. Now, you'll notice that this piece is totally intact. This piece is not. So I did a little bit of research. If you run your folder through this way with horizontal lines, then it kind of goes through boom, 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 and it doesn't give a lot of pressure. And so then you get a perfectly intact piece. If you run it through this way, the lines are going lengthwise, it gives it more pressure, okay? And that's why you should always put your things through. I'm going to give you an example. These are the framelits I use. This is the Stitched Labels framelits. So let's say you have a framelit like this. You are going to want to run it through this way down your big shot, because then it spends more time under the roller. If you do it this way, it's just going to go clunk, clunk really fast. Does that make sense? This is even more clear with a long one like this. These are stitches. This one does a little cross stitch. This one does a running stitch. You do not want to run it this way through your big shot, because it won't do it a good job, because it's just under that roller briefly. So you want to run it this way, okay? I think that is all for now. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Talk to you soon.